Hello everyone, this video is in continuation to our videos for grade 11 Cell the Unit of Life. We have discussed the models of cell membrane in our previous video. Today we are going to discuss about the most important model of cell membrane, that is fluid mosaic model. We'll be discussing the pointers given, we'll be discussing the model, we'll also be discussing how and why this model was accepted over unit model and sandwich model. Fine, so we have already discussed those, so please watch the previous videos for them. Please watch the video till the end because you will get everything related to fluid mosaic model in this one video. So we'll start with it. Fluid mosaic model, first of all, who gave it? It was given by Singer and Nicholson. Singer and Nicholson. Now, what did they tell? They had taken many points from unit model and sandwich model. The basic pointers remain the same, but as we have done previously also, that in unit and sandwich model there were a few pointers which were not satisfied. We have discussed the characters also of a cell membrane, and sandwich and unit model could not fulfill all the requirements of the characters of cell membrane, but this model is going to fulfill all the requirements of the cell membrane. We'll talk about them one by one. First we will talk about the model. So what the model says, fluid mosaic model. पहले तो इसको fluid, why is it known as fluid? Because it explains the fluidity of the cell membrane. That means the cell membrane is not rigid. That is the main thing which was explained by this model. So fluid mosaic model, we'll start from the basic thing. We'll take up the pointers one by one. What are the main components of cell membrane here according to them? We are just talking about the pointers given by Singer and Nicholson. So the components of the cell membrane include the first one, phospholipid. It is a phospholipid bilayer. Fine. So that means there are phospholipids which are present, and again, what is the structure of a phospholipid? It has this structure, the head and the tails. What type of a head? It is a hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tails. Phobic means which run away from the water. Hydro means water. So it is a phospholipid bilayer. I'll tell you what is a bilayer again. Bilayer means if phospholipids are arranged like this, it is a bilayer. Two layers of phospholipids like this. This is how we explain that bilayer is there. Two layers, 1, 2. So this is a phospholipid bilayer. This is the structure of a phospholipid. It has a rounded structure known as hydrophilic head and a hydrophobic tail. Fine, and this is a bilayer. First thing about phospholipids. The second component is proteins. Proteins which are present. So there are the proteins which were present according to Singer and Nicholson was alpha globular proteins, and they were of two types, intrinsic and extrinsic proteins. नाम से पता चल रहा है, intrinsic are the ones which are present inside, maybe inside तो नहीं बोलेंगे, but in between the lipid bilayer, and extrinsic is the one which is present outside the lipid bilayer. I'll tell you the arrangement also. First we'll discuss these. So alpha globular proteins, lipid layer किस तरह की है? Phospholipid bilayer is there. प्रोटीन्स किस तरह के हैं? अल्फा ग्लोबुलर प्रोटीन्स आर देयर. दो तरह के हैं. फर्स्ट इज इंट्रिंसिक प्रोटीन्स एंड द सेकंड वन, बोथ ऑफ देम आर प्रेजेंट, इंट्रिंसिक एंड एक्सट्रिंसिक. इंट्रिंसिक प्रोटीन्स, they are kind of tightly packed and they are in between the bilayer, whereas extrinsic proteins are loosely attached, present outside again, outside to the phospholipid bilayer. These are the two main components of the cell membrane according to Singer and Nicholson. Now, a very I told you fluidity was explained by them. So those pointers were given separately by Singer. So an addition or additional points by Singer were, first one, he explained the transition movement of the cell membrane. Transition, I'll just use that space, यहाँ पे नीचे नहीं लिखते. Okay, so first type of movement, transition movement of the cell membrane was explained by him, and he also explained the flip-flop movement. The second movement explained was flip-flop. I'll tell you what are they actually. These two movements explain the fluidity of the cell membrane, and always remember was some additional points given by Singer. How do you explain this? Transition movements means if this is phospholipid bilayer, I'm not making the other layer because it is just explaining the first. It's only taking place in one layer, not in both. So transition movement is, I'll number these lipid molecules. Suppose this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So when this movement takes place, the molecules they shift, the phospholipids they shift. Now the number it changes in between. Like for example, this is maybe 1, 5, maybe 4, 3 and 2. So this is transition movement within one layer. That means the phospholipid molecules, they change places. Transition movement. Flip-flop movement was observed or explained in the phospholipid bilayer. That means if this is the bilayer, the flip-flop movement would be like for example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we name it A, B, C, D, E. So how is this flip-flop movement taking place? Flip-flop मैं इस side बना देती हूँ. Flip-flop movement would be wherein the phospholipids they change from one layer to the other layer. That means this is 1, 2, maybe A, then 4 and maybe C. Fine. So again A यहाँ से चला गया है, 1 comes here, B, C is there, so maybe 2, D and E. So flip-flop movement, that means between the bilayers. So phospholipids they have flipped the places in the bilayer. So these two movements of the cell membrane were given by Singer. Then I'll explain you the characteristics of the cell membrane which were satisfied by this model. For that we just need to make the model first. So if I just make the structure, this is the phospholipid layer or bilayer if you may say. We'll just leave that place. Here the tails, again. Now this is the phospholipid one component, phospholipid bilayer. The other component is the proteins. So extrinsic proteins are here. These are extrinsic proteins which are loosely attached to the phospholipid bilayer. And there were intrinsic proteins also. So we'll make these are intrinsic proteins in between. So maybe here also some are maybe on the other side. So these are intrinsic proteins and extrinsic on the outside. I'll label them as well. So this is an intrinsic protein. These are extrinsic proteins. This is a phospholipid bilayer. Fine. So this is the model which was given. We all know this model. Then numbering is there. You can number them if you want. So I'll talk about the characteristics The first character which had to be satisfied by the model was that it explains the movement of the fat soluble molecules. Explains movement of fat soluble molecules, which is clearly explained, which was explained by other two as well. That means if it is a fat soluble molecule, it could pass through proteins, then the phospholipid bilayer, then the other layer, and it could pass the other side. This is an easy movement because they are hydrophilic or phobic to water. They are philic or phobic to water, not fats. So unka movement was easy. So this is fat soluble molecule which could easily pass. This was explained by it. Second is movement of the water soluble molecule. Now we talk about the water soluble molecule. Water soluble molecule, which was not explained by the previous two, but here the movement is possible. And how is it possible? The movement takes place. Water soluble molecules, they move through the extrinsic proteins and they move outside. Now they do not have to move through these layers. पिछले वाले में क्या था? When they moved from the layers, तो जो hydrophilic tails थे, they never allowed the water molecules to move further. अब वो that has been crossed off, so they can easily pass through the intrinsic proteins. This is a water soluble molecule which is now explained by fluid mosaic method or model, which is the main point which had to be passed through. And the last one is the ratio. There is a variable ratio y because it shows movement, so the ratio changes, but generally it's a 50-50 ratio. Proteins is to phospholipid ratio, it varies. That shows movement. Agar fixed hota, so there is no movement. So it is a variable ratio which explains that there is a movement of, or there is fluidity in the cell membrane. So there is variable ratio of phospholipids and proteins. So these are all the points. These are the pointers which had to be explained by a cell membrane, and all these pointers were justified by fluid mosaic model. Fine. So we have discussed the structure of the cell membrane. We have discussed the three models which explained the cell membrane. Two were rejected. This one was accepted because it could explain all the pointers or the characters of the cell membrane. In our next video, we will talk about the movements which take place through cell membrane. We'll talk about active and passive movements. We'll talk about diffusions, osmosis and all. So keep watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you.